The second one is negotiation. The third one is finance. The first one, know what I want. When it comes to automobile, I was determined that this is what I want. This is the requirement. And this is the necessity that we have right now. So I chose, I'm going to go for a van. So I started researching on what type of van I want. I went for different types of companies and I compared different companies and then came up with, okay, this is what I want. And then on top of that, I went through different websites like Edmunds.com, TrueCar.com, or Cars.com, and KBB.com. All those, because those websites gave me lots and lots of information about what exactly the car that I'm looking for, the performance, mileage per gallon, things like that. So I made a charts and did a comparative studies and listed all the dealers that are around in my city, 30 miles radius, all the dealers and their phone numbers. And at last, the car that I have, I need to trade in, right? And I also researched on how much I can get, the ballpark, minimum to maximum. So I have the price in mind. I am what I'm going to pay for the car I want. And at the end, the website I went, it's called TrueCars.com. For negotiation, that is the most stressful part that I can go through, or anybody else, I feel. So I went through this TrueCar.com. That's a new website that they came probably, I don't know, 2-3 years back. I researched on the car that I wanted, the van I wanted, and the facilities, the features that I wanted. And I came through this particular chart that how much others paid in this particular area where I live in, that is West Pichapo. That is from maximum, the good price, the great price, and above the market. Because some of them paid like 5,000 above compared with the base, the minimum price. So they have even invoice price, and even below that some of them paid. So I took the least, the paid. How many of them paid? There are like 5 or 6 of them paid. I took it. And then on top of that, I was watching every single month that for the given month, how much people paid for the same automobile. And from there, I started determining, okay, this is the price that I'm going to pay next month. And again, based on the MSRP, the factory invoice, and average price paid, all the other bells and whistles, and the out of the door, the cost, that includes title, tax, destination fee, all that included, I came up with what I'm going to pay when I'm going to negotiate or when I go to the dealer. So from that negotiation part, I came up with the exact price, and I know exactly how much others paid. And I also checked with my friends who bought the similar ones in like 2-3 months before. So I also got their facts and what kind of experience they went through. All that factored into my negotiation. And also I went through the insurance companies and how much they're going to cost on an annual basis. The third point, finance. I checked with the local credit unions, banks, bankrate.com, how much they are offering right now. And also they finance from the auto company itself or the dealer itself, what kind of incentives they are giving. All that I have collected to make sure that when I go for the negotiation, I am going to put a word on them. So when I went to the dealer, I told them that this is what I can pay. But before that, we went through almost 10 iterations, going back and forth, almost for 3 days. They will keep calling me, but we went through, and finally they came to the price that I can offer and I want to offer. We closed the deal. So that is the lessons I learned. Make sure that you do the homework. The price that you want to pay for what you want. And you have to mentally prepare, as I was mentally prepared for what I'm going to get out of this one. And at the same time, I was determined, this is what I'm willing to pay for the piece of machine that I'm going to get. But remember, there are other factors. Say, one of my friend, he got his van delivered on December 31st. At the end of the quarter, you may get a good deal because it's the end of the quarter, they have to make the numbers. So you may get some room for further reduction. And another thing, if you're still afraid of all these negotiations, well and good. There are automobile buying service companies that you can rely on. They can get a better deal. Again, follow these rules and you can get a better price for your next automobile. Thank you.